Mom, what are we making this morning?
We're making English toffee because this is tradition for our Christmas. Yes.
All right.
We're just going to blanch these almonds first. That's the first step.
How do you do that?
Boil some water.
How much water?
Just enough. Just enough water.
All right, so get it going. Is it boiling?
It's not boiling yet.
Okay.
So as soon as it boils, we're going to put the almonds in.
All right.
Okay.
Tell us about the almonds that you got there.
I have 1 3/4 pounds.
And how much are we going to put in this mix?
Probably about 1 pound. I paid too much. I paid $7.79 a pound. You get a much better deal at Sam's or Costco. I could get them probably 5 pounds for that much. I forgot about that.
This could be some expensive
These are
toffee.
going to be very fresh. This is going to get dumped in here so that we can get the skins off of these. It's just blanching the almonds, okay?
All right.
Ready to go.
The peels come right off right now.
They will in just a second. Bring them back to boil. That's all they need. Those skins will loosen right off of the almonds.
Are they coming off yet?
I'm not sure. They're close. Yeah, so you could get them off right now. You don't even have to bring it back to boiling.
Is it okay to eat the product?
No.
Rinse it off with cold water.
Just so you can handle them. And then you just take them and they'll pop right out of their skins. And that's all you need to do. You just need to pop them out of their skins.
Shucking almonds. You take off the camelitos. What are they called?
Skins. Roast these. We've already skinned them. These almonds. I'm gonna roast them
For how long?
till they get roasted. So I'm
What's
gonna put them in.
What's the temperature
I'm
there?
gonna put them in at 400 degrees and keep an eye on them. And every little once in a while, I'm gonna stir them up so that they.
How long do you think that usually takes?
10 minutes or so. Okay. And we've roasted the almonds. Okay. We're now ready to put all of our ingredients in the pan to start the real toffee.
All right. What do you need to throw in there?
Well, we put 2.5 cups of sugar, half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of corn syrup, 1 pound of fine butter.
What is fine butter?
Just butter.
Oh.
But butter is fine. Not margarine. Butter.
In the pan and
Start to dissolve the sugar. After the sugar is dissolved, we will not stir this again.
how about melting the butter? You want to
Well,
melt the butter?
It will melt.
Butter and sugar.
Well, they'll melt together. You don't want to stir this after the sugar has dissolved. It's the recipe.
What if the butter is not dissolved?
It will dissolve eventually.
What's the temperature we're trying to get on this thing?
Well, last time I did 286 and it was a teeny bit sticky.
And it wasn't really that bad, was it?
Not bad by the
No.
time we added all the other
Right.
stuff.
So 285 to 290 is what Grandma's recipe says. So it's
You're
no big
washing
deal.
the
Just the
sugar
crystals off the
the edge.
side. So they don't get down in there.
So
I've taken a paper towel and done it myself and just kind of wiped the edges just to get the crystals off. Long before these ever came about. So
boiling like crazy. Is that
Yep.
okay?
that's what it's supposed to. You don't need to look at me. You need to look at that.
Tell me about it.
It's not ready. It's so golden. It's just yellow.
yellow.
Buttery.
What's our temp at right now?
Almost 240.
I'm gonna chop these up a little more because I like some smaller pieces in there. Hold it up like that. Some smaller pieces.
Just a little bit.
And then 270. Getting a little browner. Not so golden. Alright, we're at 285 right now. What are you doing there with your
I'm
spoon?
gonna pick a little bit out and test it.
What are you doing? Throwing cold water?
Mm-hmm. That's cold water. Okay, taste a bit of that. See if it's crunchy in your mouth or is it sticky.
I think it's crunchy.
See that color? About the color you want. Beautiful.
Weren't you supposed to put chocolate in the bottom of that?
No. Put it on the top.
Just don't understand what you're doing.
Everything's. We're just pouring this out. We will put the chocolate on top of this.
Okay.
Cover up these holes here. I'm just gonna let this fill up all the spaces.
We throw chocolate on now?
No, we need to let it cool just a little bit.
It's way hot.
It's way hot.
So what are you doing right now?
I'm just chunking up the chocolate to put on the toffee when it's cooked.
What kind of chocolate is this?
It's just milk chocolate. I like dark chocolate I like mine darker than just plain milk, so I mix it.
Wow, that is dark.
Okay.
And how much you got inside there, do you think?
You know, I don't know, but we might not use it all. We'll just play it by ear when we put it on.
Okay, yes, maybe a pound.
I think it's a little more than a pound. I don't know, we could weigh it if you'd like.
No, I like your way you measure. This is too hot. It's just melting into the can. Feeling good about it, Mom? Alright, here comes the chocolate. So what are you doing? Throw all this chocolate on, and you're just going to move them around?
Mm-hmm. Exactly what we're going to do.
Let it sit for a minute and then start.
Then you move them around?
Big old couple of hunks on there. She didn't believe they would melt. They were gone. So you just lightly go over it. You don't press into it or anything. You just slightly move it around.
Like you're painting it with chocolate. Alright, got all leveled out. What do you do now?
We're sprinkling the nuts.
What kind of nuts you got on there?
Walnuts.
Cover this all up, snazzy. Nice. What are you doing here, Mom?
I'm going to flip this over. And it looks like it's broken, which is no big deal. We can. Ooh, it's broken in a couple of places. I try and not break it. It doesn't matter. It's perfect. I don't know about that.
If it's not breaking up like this, then you haven't done it right.
Okay. I am going to melt this chocolate in the microwave, but very slowly. I'm going to put it on like power 3. You just barely start it to melt, and then you start stirring it. Hotter than that, I don't think. The bowl's hot, which helps melt this. And it just melts each other.
So we pulled it out of the microwave maybe 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah.
Stirring
So
it.
you can do it on the double broiler, but do not get any water in your chocolate.
What happens?
It goes hard and clumpy, and you try and melt it, and it just gets harder and ugly and nasty.
Why'd you break it already?
Yeah, why'd you break it?
It broke. I don't know the quality of it. Pretty sure it's on. Sometimes it works.
Rub it all over the top.
You gotta chop the nuts.
Yeah, you gotta chop them. I found out you gotta freeze them first too.
Unfreeze them? What
Yeah.
happened if you don't?
They just didn't chop good.
Kind of
Press it
pat
down.
it in too. Get it
Press it
down
down.
into the chocolate.
Yep. Yeah, besides it's good to eat.
Okay, where we go now?
We're breaking it up. Once
How do you do that?
go like that,
Muscle it, huh?
just put your muscle behind it, man. There you go.
Do you do this while it's all wet?
No, you
No,
wait
you gotta
till
let it
It's all
cool
set.
off. Go stick it outside and let it
Yeah,
cool
it
off for a
has to
little
be
bit.
all set.
Right.
then it's ready.
I'm actually videotaping.
That's so good.